How is it going, guys? Damien here from Clove, and today we're going to be reviewing a phone that we've been waiting a very long time for. It is, of course, the new Huawei Mate X, which you can see down here. Now, the Mate X has been crafted beautifully, as all Huawei phones, and truly is something special to look at. Now, of course, the first thing you're going to notice is the sheer size of this device. It is absolutely massive. And if I get my Mate 20 out, the Pro, you can really see the difference in size when I place them next to each other. Almost a full inch bigger. It truly is a huge phone. It's 7.2 inches. It really isn't a small phone. Now, we are going to be selling them at Clove, so we are open for pre-orders now. Price is coming in at £799.99. And we are expecting stock early January, so do make sure to head over to our website and get those pre-ordered. Now, the Mate 20 Pro gave us a glimpse as to what to expect of the Mate 20X. Although the Pro still has features that aren't available on the Mate X, it is still an outstanding phone, and we will get right into it and have a proper look at it. So let's have a look. So the Mate 20X is truly a special phone. Now, the first thing that's really going to catch your eye on this is the sheer size of this device. I mean, it's 7.2 inches. It is one of the biggest phones that we've actually had here. And putting it up against the Mate 20 Pro, as you saw a minute ago, there's not really much in terms of trying to work out what the difference in size is. I mean, you can clearly see it. I mean, even when I lay the other one on top of the other one, if you have a look there, you can see the sheer size difference. Even with the case, the phone's still bigger. It is a big old phone, and of course you can see that there as well. It is just absolutely massive. It comes in with a 7.2 inch screen, which is a full OLED HD lens, offering an extensive amount of real estate for screen for yourself. So if you are a gamer or you like watching movies or anything like that, this will be perfect for you. Actually comes in with a whopping 87% screen to body ratio, which is quite outstanding. And with the 2244 by 1080p ratio, the screen resolution is absolutely amazing. Fully submersive when you watch movies or anything like that, which is what the Mate X was actually designed for. It was designed for people who want to play games on the go and don't want that huge notch at the top. As you can see, it has a tiny little teardrop actual notch at the top there, as you can see. So on the Mate X, you'll actually notice that it doesn't have the in-screen fingerprint sensor like we found on the Mate 20 Pro. Instead, what they've opted for is the fingerprint sensor on the rear of the phone. Now, if you've got big hands, it's not so much of an issue to reach. If you've got normal sized hands, just about managed. But if you've got small hands, you're going to have a great time trying to reach the fingerprint sensor on this. It's okay, quite high up in the device. But if you hold the phone in the middle, it's not too bad. I would have liked to have seen the actual fingerprint sensor under the screen, considering we saw it on the Mate 20 Pro. It kind of made sense that you would put the two together. But saying that, there is a lot of other things that the phone does make up for. The screen is just outstanding, and the speakers on this are incredible. You actually have two speakers, one at the top, one at the bottom, giving you nice surround sound, and it is a really in-depth sound. So when you're actually playing it, you know, you really don't hear much in terms of any distortion or anything like that. I mean, the sound is absolutely impeccable on these, which does allow for that incredible depth and richness that you would find on other devices. But with the actual Mate X, they really do take it that extra level, so do look out for that. Now, when it comes to the camera, this actually features exactly the same cameras that you will find on the Mate 20 Pro. Now, as you all know, I've been using the Mate 20 Pro for about a month now, and the cameras on this are absolutely incredible. I've taken some incredible pictures with it and never had any issues. The AI in the phone actually helps adapt to any surroundings. It actually notices 1,500 different scenarios and scenes and adjusts the camera settings as such, which does allow you to take some beautiful pictures. Now, it is fitted with the triple lens setup that we have seen on the Mate 20 Pro. So you have the 2x2 formation, as you can see here. Now the 3 cameras consist of a 40 megapixel main sensor camera, a 20 megapixel ultra wide lens camera, and an 8 megapixel telephoto lens for distance shooting. Now when it comes to the actual selfie side of things, as we know, it has a very tiny notch in the top of the screen, which actually houses the front camera, which is a 24 megapixel selfie shooter with a wide angle lens, which allows you to get multiple people into those selfie shots. As well, it's also got a beauty mode built into it and a portrait mode built into it. And again, the Huawei's AI technology is also built into the front camera. So no matter whether it's the back or the front, you've got that ability to take some outstanding pictures. Now, with the large screen, it also does allow you to get real in-depth looks at your images. So you can zoom right in. You can really get a good idea of what you're taking. And, you know, I've used this phone a couple of times. I mean, I've only had it for a short period, but I've had a look around. I've taken some pictures on it. And, you know, with that giant lens, it really does make the difference. Let me see if I can get if you can see this here. I've got my little guy there. I mean, as you can see there, I literally just took that, and if I zoom right in, I mean, you can even make out the little bits of fur on him and everything. I mean, it is truly an outstanding camera on this. And with the big screen, as I said, it makes it very easy to see everything. And that was just on a standard photo. I didn't even put any apps or any additions on or anything. Here we go for a bit of portrait mode. Again, stunning images, absolutely stunning. When it comes to performance of the Mate 20X, well, it's exactly the same as what you found in the Mate 20 Pro, which was outstanding performance. It comes in with the Kirin 980 octa-core processor, which does perform absolutely incredible for gaming, for videos, for anything you need. You have no issues whatsoever when it comes to performance on the Huawei phones. And this device is actually powered by the GPU Turbo 2.0, which does actually work very hand in hand with the software and the hardware to actually accelerate the speed and power and performance of this device, which means you get some incredible graphics in games, which is very stable, no lagging or anything like that. And more so to the fact it handles multiple apps at once. So I've been, as I said, I've been testing this one, and obviously I've had my Mate 20 Pro, and I've never experienced any lag whatsoever when it comes to using this device, whether I'm playing a game, whether I'm watching YouTube, whether I'm flicking between the two. Never have any issues. Works a treat every single time for me. Now, oh, excuse me. The Mate 20X is fitted with something which is rather unique. Now, it actually comes fitted with Huawei's super cool system. If you haven't heard about this, basically it's the world's first liquid cooling system built into a phone, which actually keeps heat away from the main components, keeping the core nice and cool. And we've looked into this, and it does actually work very well. I mean, I was sitting playing on a game, which normally would get the phone very hot, and I noticed the back was still pretty cool. I didn't notice it heating up all that much. So the liquid cooling system really is working wonders. But then I started to wonder, why didn't they put that in the Pro? Maybe it's the size thing. Wouldn't surprise me because of the size of the device. Maybe you got to hold more, host more things. I don't know. But I do know that the super cool system that is actually incorporated in this device works incredibly well. So again, another bonus point for the Mate 20X. And it also has a monster battery. When we said the Mate 20 Pro had a 4,200 milliamp battery, and we went, oh, it is massive, you know, it's going to be a struggle to beat that. Then comes along this one, 5,000 milliamp battery. I mean, it's ridiculous, it's huge. It's going to take you a while to run that one out. You know, even if you've got gaming or whatever going on, it's still going to take you a bit of time. And then, of course, you've got the supercharge, which you can plug in, so it'll just charge up really quickly. It's just incredible. 5,000 milliamp battery in a phone is a big thing. Now, it is a big phone, so it kind of helps with along it. Now, when it actually comes to the memory side of it and the RAM side of it, it actually has exactly the same memory as you find on the P20 Pro. the Mate 20 Pro, sorry, which is 128 gigabytes of internal memory and 6 gigabytes of RAM, which is plenty for the device. With that core processor we talked about earlier, it really does host it all very, very well. Now, in terms of the actual Mate 20X, it is possibly one of the most outstanding phones for photography, for gaming, and for media lovers generally. The display is simply just phenomenal. You know, very, very hard to beat the screen, and the speakers that are built into it are superb and really do show that. Huawei are coming up in the ranks. They are showing people what a good device is and how they can build good devices, and they are just throwing out flagship after flagship after flagship, and this one is another one of those. So don't miss out on the Mate 20X. It is definitely a phone that I would be very interested in actually taking for myself. Would I go as far as to replace my Mate 20 Pro? That's going to be a hard thing. It comes down to sheer size of screen with that, but I like some of the features on the Mate 20 Pro. So the X is one of those, if you like a big screen, if you like your phablets and you like things like that, or you travel a lot and you want to watch videos while you're on the train or anything like that, the Mate 20X does it perfectly. Now, if you do have any other questions or anything else that you want to go through on the Mate 20X, or you want to know any more information or anything like that, please comment below and I'll come straight back to you with any questions and I'll answer whatever I can. As for us, you know, subscribe and like our videos as always, and do follow us on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram for all the latest news and releases. And again, if there's a video that you want me to do or something you want me to review that we haven't reviewed, let me know below. I'll be very interested to know what you guys think out there. Now, the Mate 20X, just to finish, is available from Clove on pre-order. It is £799 and first stock is expected in early December. So head to our website to check this one out. You can get there by clicking on the link just about here. Just there somewhere, or wherever it pops up on the screen. Thank you all for watching again, and I will catch you next time.